Hey guys, we just wrapped up this beautiful Lund 1875 Pro V Bass build, and this one is ready for the customer to pick up. Starting at the front, we put a 36-volt Ultrex on. We have the Livescope mounted on the perspective mode on the shaft of the motor. We've got the Precision Outdoors dual stacker mount. It's a custom built mount for these 1875 Pro V Bass Lunds, and on there we have the Garmin 106 SV as well as pre-wired for a Helix 9 that the customer is going to put on there. This customer went all out. We have the DD26 transducer cover, DD26 flex root system for the cable management up the shaft of the motor, and even the little lock for the 106 and 126 Ultra units. Let's go a little bit further back and let's take a look at the console. At the console, we have a similar theme. We have the Precision Outdoors dual mount, again, built for these Pro V Bass Lunds. On here, the customer's got two Helix 7s mounted, and we're actually just gonna go ahead and peel that off because that's satisfying as can be. Look at that. On here, this thing is solid. It's not going anywhere. We got the second Helix 7 that's going to be coming up as well. That's just pre-wired. And let's get to the back where everything is powered here for this beautiful boat. The boat itself, it's powered by a Mercury Verado 200 horsepower, so she's going to scoot. And in the back battery compartment here, we ran the Radioworld power harness. It's the V2. So we got two 8-gauge leads powering all the electronics on this boat, and there is absolutely zero voltage drop going to the system. Each unit is getting 13.3 volts steady, and it's going to hold that for the day. The juice behind it all, we've got a cranking battery to power the motor and the pumps, and then we ran a dedicated electronics battery. For this boat, we ran the Dakota Lithium 135 amp hour DL+. Love this battery. It's a group 24 footprint, so nice and small. It doesn't take up much space, but packs a punch with a lot of power. We've got a 2-bank NOCO charger here, and then it actually meets the trolling bank charger here at the console. We have it plugged in right now so that the customer is ready to hit the water as soon as they pick this boat up. We've got a dedicated on-off switch for all the electronics, and then we have a master power switch back here as well with a bus bar running from the starting battery in case the customer wants to add any accessories. Should have mentioned we have two transducers for the console units. We have both these units hooked into the Mega Side Imaging transducer at the back for all the sonar and scanning, as well as a high-speed in-hull transducer that is run up to these units as well. So let's get in and check out under the lids of this Pro V Bass. We'll go right to the front here and we'll pop open the trolling motor battery compartment. We have three 100 amp hour Dakota Lithiums in here, and a 36-volt system on this boat is going to push it quite fast. The customer is going to have no issues fishing current, making headway against the current. In here, we also have a NOCO 3-bank charger that's dedicated for the trolling motor bank. Like I said, it meets with the 2-bank at the console here, nicely conveniently located. And let's take a look at the front, at the bow setup from an angler's perspective. And this thing is awesome. Like I said, 36-volt MinnKota Ultrex. It completes the full Humminbird one boat network. Have our cable management nice and clean. LVS 34 on the trolling motor. Garmin 106 SV, Helix 9. Everything neat and tidy. In here, we have our black box. And then in the compartment just behind it, we have our Humminbird 5-port hub for the one boat network. On this boat, all three Humminbird units, the 2 7s, the 1 9, they're all talking to each other, sharing waypoints, and the trolling motor is hooked into it as well. So this is going to be a really nice seamless system with a standalone Garmin for the forward-facing sonar. And with that perspective mount on there, the customer is going to be able to, use forward, down, and perspective however they please. So that wraps it up. I was super stoked to work on this boat. It's a beauty and it's blacked out, which I really like that as well. So if you guys need your boat worked on, if you have a new system you want to install, or if you want a full re-rig of your boat, give us a shout at Precision Marine Installations.